Welcome to the Shaun Squad Society podcast Christmas special. We're so excited because today we are giving you a Christmas special, which is a present from us to each one of you. This episode is focused on a season of giving. We want to talk about our favorite places to give to our charities. We'll tell you what they mean to us and even mention one that means a lot to Shaun. We'd also like to give you more on the recent Christmas shows that Shaun's touring with right now. He's singing his favorite Christmas songs, and we're going to talk about those. We also will have live recordings and a few check-ins that were with fans that were in line before the shows. Girls, I am so excited. Are you ready? Ready to get this Christmas special rolling?
We are ready.
We are so ready.
Glad everybody's able to join us today for this special episode.
It is going to be such a great time. I cannot wait to hear all of the good things we're going to share with our listeners today.
Yeah, what a way to end the season and the year.
Right. We had such a wonderful second season. And what better way than to give back to our faithful listeners who have stuck by us and supported us for the first and second season.
Yeah, we really appreciate everybody following us and liking us and listening to all these great episodes that we've been putting out. So today we're going to start talking about charities. The time for giving is now, and the holiday season, it all ties in together. And talk about that and give you information to be able to donate to them.
So Cindy, speaking of holiday season and time for giving, it's also a little bit of time for giving to yourself. And every year I try to give to myself a little bit with my favorite bottle of wine that I like to have at my Christmas table.
Oh, and what's that one?
It would be My First Crush wine.
Yes, we all know about My First Crush wine. And I think you have a bottle here too.
I did. I brought a bottle to bring to our podcast table today. And it's not the autographed bottle.
And how do you say that? Which flavor is that?
This is the Syrah.
Syrah.
And it's really, I've had it a couple of years. It's from when Shaun first introduced My First Crush wine to us. And I bought 12 bottles at the time, and I try to bring out one every holiday. I don't want to hold it for too much longer. I don't know the shelf life for this wine. I don't have a good background on wine.
Right, but I think longer the better.
Yeah.
More shelf life, the better it tastes. Let's talk about My First Crush wine. It's a collaboration between Shaun and the award-winning winemaker Steve Clifton.
Steve Clifton is an award-winning winemaker. I just don't know which award, but has really done a great job with this wine. So whatever award he's won, I think he deserves it.
Yeah, I love the design of it too. I don't know if Shaun wrote that label, but I like how they designed that with the heart on there.
Yes, it's very like welcoming. It has a little heart under the name of the wine, and the name of the wine looks like maybe someone's penmanship. They wrote that out.
Yes. Now, but I do have to say, as a teenager, I would not be drinking this wine. It says My First Crush. But as an adult, yes, I think I did try one. I'm not sure which flavor it was. I did have one before. I enjoyed it. But yeah, did you know Shaun recently announced the official launch of the My First Crush Wine Club?
I did read that on his social media that he has a wine club.
Yes.
And you can order your wine now, not just every time you need wine. You can join a wine club.
Not just for holidays.
No, wine is
You can have it any time.
Trust me, I know.
I think we're going to try some today, too.
We might have to.
Try that out. So, and you know, too, they're shipping now to every state in the U.S.
Because of the wine club.
Yes.
Now they're able, because remember when it first came out, so many people were disappointed that they weren't shipping to their state and they wanted the wine. I'm not giving names or anything, but I think a couple of people maybe did a couple of illegal bootleg shipping of bottles across the lines of states via the mail service. But, I don't know anything.
You don't know anything. Somehow they got a bottle in their hands, which was good. And it's good to know that now everybody can get a bottle. So hopefully that goes well with this wine club.
I think it will. And I'm thinking of joining it because I am in a couple other wine clubs. And remember back when Shaun was doing city winery tours, I joined the city winery wine club.
Yes.
And I have a local wine club here that I'm in. So, no, I don't need a meeting.
Yeah.
So I just want to let everyone know I don't have a problem. I just enjoy a nice bottle of wine.
Do you have a favorite?
The wet kind.
The wet kind. I lean more towards sweet wine. So I'd make like a Moscato type wine. Don't know if Shaun has that in his lineup, but I would be interested in something like that.
I don't like the red ones so much. The ones that kind of taste like wood or like
Are those the drier ones?
The dry ones.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, when I opened up Shaun's last year, I was like, well, this actually is not so bad. It wasn't as dry and oak flavored as the other ones I've had.
Right. And don't forget, Shaun did taste test all of these wines.
I hope it was the bottle that he sent to me. He just took a little swig and sealed it up and sent it right
This
to
one's
me.
good.
Yeah.
This one's good to go. So we're all glad to hear about that. It has a wine club now. We can all taste it. We can get it on a regular basis if you're a wine drinker. So look into that on his website. And we also want to let you know that My First Crush Wine partners with No Kid Hungry, which is an organization that feeds hungry kids nationwide. And we've all heard Shaun talk about that before, that a portion of the sale of the wines do go to No Kids Hungry.
And what a great organization. No Kid Hungry really does take care of children. The way I know them, it's because the lunch program that ends at school season. A lot of kids today get their free lunches through school.
Right.
And when school is out for Christmas or summer.
Or COVID.
A lot of kids didn't have a meal.
Right.
No Kid Hungry. I love this organization.
Yeah, Share Our Strength launched No Kids Hungry in 2010. And as a child hunger organization, ending child hunger is the primary focus of this charity. Through Share Our Strength continues to invest in and develop, with other campaigns. But they support things like school meals, like you said. They also help with grants to schools, like food banks, community groups across the nation, to help them get what they need to feed kids. They're also an advocate, too. They work with national and state and local elected leaders on both sides of the aisle, and they help fight for policies to help families with feeding their children. They also are part of an awareness group that they work with celebrities, like we know with Shaun, chefs, news media, major companies, lots of different people involved with this. And that just brings awareness on the crisis of childhood hunger in the U.S. So they really want to get the word out there. And they've also included research and policies, too. They know what works in one community, and that could be helpful somewhere else.
So, Cindy, I am not against helping other nations and developing nations that need help. But this organization, Hungry Children in the U.S.
Right.
And that's what really touches me.
Start at home first.
Yes. And there are so many hungry children.
Yes.
And this organization is helping them with grants and helping them by finding out ways to help families who need the money to get food to feed their children.
Yeah, they help parents, caregivers, all with young children that may struggle to make ends meet. They try to help these families out also, so it's a great organization. So if you want to donate to them, go to nokidhungry.org, and you can look on their website as to how to donate to the charity.
And guess what, Cindy? You could go to Shaun's website.
Yes, you can.
And there are links to No Kid Hungry.
Shaun has a link to that on his website. Exactly. There is a special section on his website for My First Crush Wine. So check it out. Highly recommend it.
I do too. You have to start at home at Christmas.
You do.
And speaking of which, I'm going to talk a little bit about one of my favorite charities. Because today, like Dame said, we're going to talk about how we give back personally.
Yes.
And I have a special connection with homelessness because you guys may not know this, but I'm going to get all emotional here. When I was a kid, 12 years old, I was homeless. My mother and 6 kids and a grandchild on the way. So I really do take a special fondness to any program that helps end homelessness in the United States. Well, we have a organization, and it's called the PADS Shelter Program. Now, I'm going to put a little caveat that what I'm talking about is local to Illinois, but homelessness is a crisis in the U.S., and you can find a shelter program in any major area of the U.S. if you'd like to support. But the PADS Shelter Program has a lot of homeless shelters in Illinois. And I'm going to talk about DuPage County PADS because that's the one I'm most connected to.
Right.
I give back to that. I live in DuPage County. I help them all the time. DuPage County PADS is a beacon of hope for those with little or no support while experiencing homelessness. They provide interim and permanent housing and support services. Their mission is to end homelessness in DuPage County, Illinois. They, all year round, feed and shelter individuals and families who are homeless, and they connect with them by giving them a case manager to identify the underlying cause of their homelessness. So they don't just bring you in and give you a place to sleep. They try to get to the root cause of why you are in this crisis.
And they should do that. I mean, some people, this is a temporary situation, but sometimes there's more to it, and you need to look into the whole story.
Yes.
And
well, also, even where I live, there's something connected to that. And that was one of the charities I was going to talk about was Grand Nation of Craig County, Oklahoma. And what Doris is saying, they pretty much do the same thing here in Oklahoma. And it's amazing. And it's called Grand Nation of Craig County in Oklahoma. And they help find homes and food and classes and ways to get these people that are homeless a home and a way to build their life much better and their health.
Yes. And do you guys remember years ago, Comic Relief with Billy Crystal, Robin Williams, and Whoopi Goldberg?
yes.
Their mission was to end homelessness, and they raised money. And I remember one thing, I thought it was a tagline from Comic Relief. Homelessness happens. It happens to just about anybody can be homeless. It's not like when you were a kid and you picture guys on a freight train with a little stick and a bandana.
Right.
And we called them hobos, and they
right.
wanted to be homeless.
Yes.
Well, that's back in the 30s, 40s. In today's world, homelessness happens to just about any and everybody.
Right. I'll say anybody, any level of financial situations or whatever it is.
Anybody.
You can find yourself in that situation.
Yes.
Yes, and these organizations help so much, and Christmas is wonderful for that reason, that it's a reason for giving. It reminds people there's people out there that need more food. They need a home. They need to learn how to get on their own, and they need to know that they're not alone.
And that's the main thing, Dame. Get on your own and know that you're not alone. Because
Exactly.
these organizations will give you keys to your first new apartment. They will make sure that's their goal, not to just give you a shelter to sleep in tonight, but to give you a home to go to.
And what a feeling that is, You say, this is mine and I have the
Yes.
keys, and what a great feeling and an accomplishment.
And then to get on their feet, to get on their feet
Exactly.
on their own.
Exactly. And the support is still there. It sounds like they will continue to support these people.
They do. And before I get to falling over here and become a waterhead, I'm going to tell you, if you'd like to give to the PATS organization or DuPage PATS in particular, you could go to dupagepats.org and find out all about the organization. And Dame, how about you tell how to give to the organization in Oklahoma that you support?
Well, the Grand Nation, there's a phone number they gave me. It's 918-276-2192. And then there's a post office box of 572, and it's Veneta, Oklahoma, and it's 74301. And it's an amazing program. I know my husband and my sons, they go out every month and spend many hours handing out food for this program.
I support the PATS organization as much as I can, as often as I can. So if you guys would like to see homelessness in the United States, go on your computer, look up different organizations, and you don't have to give to our local ones. And can I just say, while we're talking about giving back comes in many forms. I like to say time, talent, and treasure. You don't have to give money. That's treasure. You could give your time, like Dame's family, and help pass out or help set up or help whatever they need. And you could give your talent. So many times they have fundraisers. They have so many different things where they need someone who could help develop a website or help put together posters or help do something that requires a talent. So please understand that now in this time of giving back, you could give time, talent, and treasure.
And it's so nice to be behind people that need this. And Doris isn't saying this, but I have so much respect for her because even though she went through exactly what we're trying to help, she was one of those people that were helped. But she also went on and got on her own feet, and she received her degree. And so it's wonderful when people get behind these type of programs and believe in the children.
And there is success in the stories. I think is what you're saying.
Every one of these people have a success story at the end of the day. Go to a couple of their fundraiser events. They always highlight a family and put a little video together. You'll be a waterhead. Don't worry about it. You'll cry.
And don't just do this at the holidays. This is needed all year round. I know the holidays zones in on giving and charities, but please remember to give to these charities all year through.
Yes.
Because it's needed all year.
All year round. Homelessness is a crisis, and it's a year-round crisis.
Right. So don't forget them.
So are these other charities. And that's a perfect segue right into the next one we'd like to talk about.
Yes, let's talk about the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital organization. This is special because it pertains to children. I'm partial to children, love children.
Me
and
too.
My husband and I are always want to give to children's charities. And we just think that St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital is a great charity to give to.
That's the Danny Thomas and Marlo Thomas.
Yes.
I love
thank God
that
for him,
organization.
For
Yeah, we all know Danny Thomas, don't we? And Marlo Thomas, his daughter.
He was an actor, and he had so much talent, and he used his name to do something with so much. I mean, to be that wonderful to think of the children.
No child, no family has to worry about how they are going to pay for services. I'll never forget that. That was the first thing I learned about
families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food. All they want them to do is focus on helping their child live. That's their main motto.
Now, with St. Jude, what is the illness that they mostly specialize with children? Is it like any childhood disease?
Well, it's geared towards pediatric catastrophic diseases is how they put it.
Okay.
Yeah. Through research and develop, they don't not only treat children. This is a research hospital. They research this childhood cancer, and they do studies at the hospital. These kids are actively involved in clinical trials and research and treatment. So they are fully active in this childhood awareness for the pediatric catastrophic diseases is how they put it. So it may not just be cancer. It could be other catastrophic diseases that they're experiencing.
Well, with that being said, because I have a love towards getting rid of cancer because I survived cancer myself. But I read that with St. Jude's, they have gone from the survival rate for a child from 20% before this program to now 80 to 94%.
Yes, can you believe that?
Rates.
Yay. That is wonderful.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful.
That is great news.
Well, like I was saying, as a cancer survivor myself, my heart really goes out to children that have to fight that terrible disease that I had to fight. I can't imagine as a child having to fight this, by yourself, or parents would have to give up their whole house and everything. But as parents, that's what we would do if we had to. So St. Jude's is helpful to adults as well.
Yeah, I was going to say that. They help the whole family, not just the child. The whole family is taken care of. And they take care of you regardless of the duration of treatment or the cost of the care, of the therapy.
Yes. And I also noticed something, even with my situation, something came in on Facebook today, and it said that today is my memory day for 10 years ago, exactly when I got over with the 33 radiation treatments. It was
Congratulations.
on this day.
Congratulations, Dave.
Yay.
Thank
wonderful.
you. Yeah. And my friend, I have a friend that he also went through cancer treatment, but he gives to St. Jude's. And he said that the donations go directly to the children, and the promoters aren't involved to reduce any of the money. It all goes to the children. It's meant to go directly to the kids.
As it should be.
As it should be.
That's great to hear. And yeah, it's important with these charities too to know where the money goes, because some people are hesitant to donate because they don't know.
Well, some charities, not all money go to the charity cause. There are some charities, we won't name them, but I know for a fact there are some where the money, 60%, and then they use 40% for overhead and costs and everything else. St. Jude, 100% goes to the child.
Right. Yeah. And did you know 4 out of 5 children do survive the cancer?
Yes, the rate is so high. It's wonderful. I hope they do the same type of thing for adults someday, because they know what they're doing.
Yes, that would be great to have it encompass children and adults, because this company is so wonderful with their organization and research. Yes, that I think that adults could benefit from that also.
I just think it's so great. When I was a kid, I knew about Danny Thomas. He had some TV shows on back in the early 70s, late 60s. And for his daughter, Marlo, who we all know from That Girl, to be continuing this legacy, it's just wonderful. And, you see her on the national TV shows. St. Jude is a national program.
It is.
So just to see Marlo Thomas continuing all these years later what Danny Thomas started, and we have a 4 out of 5 rate of survival.
Yep. And they said every child deserves to live their best life, and you can help St. Jude give kids with cancer that chance. You just have to go to stjude.org, and you can look up. There's many different ways to donate. Like Doris talked about before, there's volunteering. There's regular donations. There's payroll deductions you can do, employee gift matching. You can become a partner with them. There's a memorial card you can do. There's many different ways you can give to this organization.
Cindy, you brought up a good point. A lot of people forget, because I work for a company that has a charitable foundation, and my side work at work is to run our charitable foundation for our local office. A lot of people forget to go to your HR and find out how you could get matching contribution for anything that you give. If you give $5, you get your matching, however they match. Whatever that matching looks like. I know through my company, we say we match time, talent, and treasure. I give 2 hours of time donating, they give $300. So go to your company, and even if you can't afford to give financially, see if your job will match in some kind of way.
Yeah, and you can also do fundraisers for St. Jude, and through your will, you can donate the money to them.
Yeah.
There's many different ways to help out this organization. Great organization.
That is great. We want to see our kids live because they are our future, and we want them to live their best lives.
Right. And wanted to lastly mention about another childhood organization called Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I love Make-A-Wish
I do
Foundation.
too. I do too.
You guys are going to turn me into a real waterhead today. All of these charities are so special.
Yes.
And they put children first. I mean, that's just amazing to, the children should be put first. We do anything for our children.
Yes, and they grant wishes to children with critical illnesses, you know, in the U.S. You hear a lot of stories about the Disney World trips and things like that. But I believe the first story of Make-A-Wish, it was called Chris's Wish. And this was back in 1980. This 7-year-old little boy battling leukemia wanted to be a police officer. And he lived in Phoenix, and the community came together to make his wish come true. And little did Chris know that his wish would be to create a movement that would transform millions of lives with these children. So today, Make-A-Wish has granted hundreds of thousands of life-changing wishes to children battling critical illnesses. These wishes give families hope through the dark times, of course, and, give them strength to persevere and forever change their lives.
Yeah.
So this is how Make-A-Wish got started, and it's just grown so much now. And if you want to donate to them, you just have to go to wish.org, and you can donate for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
And I think maybe everybody knows somebody who benefited from Make-A-Wish. I'm not going to say for a fact, but I know that I know someone. It's like that 6 degrees. I think we all may know someone who knows someone even. But Make-A-Wish is that connected to communities and lives that we all know the work that they do. We all know it.
We all know the celebrities involved that help these kids out, and it's just wonderful to see that every time.
What a heartwarming segment we just did, you guys. Oh, man. But, there's nothing better to me than giving back at Christmas. And like you said, Cindy, you could give back year-round.
Yeah.
So we're going to just wrap this little part up before, like I said, I get real emotional, and we don't want me to start messing up the equipment with my tears.
Well, I think we gave out all the information. I'm not sure if I gave out the information with My First Crush Wine. To find out more about My First Crush Wine Club, visit their website at myfirstcrush.com and click on Crush Club Sign Up. And to find out more about No Kids Hungry and to donate, visit nokidshungry.org.
And again, I think both of those have a link on Shaun's website.
Yes, Shaun has a link also.
To find out more about PADS, DuPage PADS, or any PADS organization, but DuPage PADS in particular, go to dupagepads.org. Or you could just Google homeless shelters in your community.
Yes, and St. Jude's again was stjudes.org, or Make-A-Wish is at wish.org if you want to learn more information.
And Dame, did you have one that you'd like to give their phone number and address again?
Just the one that I was telling you about, Grand Nation, which is P.O. Box 572, Bonita, Oklahoma, 74301. And that phone number I gave earlier was 918-276-2192. But now let's get to the part where we get to talk to friends who were in line as they were anxiously awaiting to see Shaun's winter shows. Santa Shaun added a lot with his Christmas songs.
All right, so this is Beth Ann, and I'm here in Clearwater, Florida for Shaun's first show of the new ones that he's doing for the season. And I'm sitting here with a couple girls who have never seen Shaun Cassidy. So we're going to talk to them a little bit and see how they feel about it. So hi, what is your name?
Hey, I'm Trisha Knox. I'm from Tallahassee, Florida.
And Shaun, you've never seen Shaun before?
Nope, this is my first time.
And how did you come about finding out about this concert?
I stumbled across the fan Facebook page, and through the Facebook page I saw Shaun was touring, and before I knew it he announced new tour dates, and Clearwater was listed, and Clearwater is 4 hours from Tallahassee, so I said I'm there.
Awesome. And so where are you sitting tonight?
row I.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. All right. Well, I hope you enjoy your experience with Shaun Cassidy
Yep,
tonight.
looking forward to it.
Okay, bye. Hi, this is Beth Ann again. I'm back at the Capitol Theater in the Clearwater Show, and I'm here in the lobby before the show, and I'm talking with Marcy. And I just turned her on to the fan convention page, so now she liked it on Facebook, and I just told her all about the Shaun Squad Society. She's going to look up the podcast. So we're going to talk to her and find out what she thinks of Shaun. So go ahead and tell me your name again and where you're from.
My name is Marcy, and I am from Zephyr Hills, Florida.
Oh, so you're local here.
Yes.
And how many times have you seen Shaun?
This is going to be my first time.
Oh, my
Yes,
God.
I know.
Oh, wow. Okay. And when you were, like, how old were you when you fell in love with him? High school, grade school? What?
Oh, no, it was probably grade school. It was around grade school.
Grade school.
Yes.
And so you had pictures on your walls and things like that?
And I still have his album. It's the white album.
With his face on it?
That's the, yep, exactly.
Yes. The Do Run Run.
Yes.
The Do Run Run album.
Yep.
Yes, okay. And so, of all the songs, you know, he's going to do some Christmas ones tonight. Of all the songs that you hope that he hears tonight, which one do you want to hear the most?
Oh, gosh, there's so many. I like, of course, the Do Run Run. Can you believe it's magic?
Oh, yes, that's a good one, too.
There's so many. I just don't know how to narrow it down.
And where are you sitting tonight?
We are, I think, around the 5th row, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, if I'm going big to see him.
Have you ever been in this theater before?
No, this is my first time.
Well, I was just in there for the early thing. It's very small, and 5th row, you're going to feel like you're right on top of me.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
And did you come here alone tonight?
Nope, my husband's with me.
You brought your husband.
Yeah, I know. Yes, I did.
How did you get that to happen?
I have to be very nice.
Did he even know who Shaun Cassidy was?
He has no clue.
Okay.
No. He kind of does. He's heard like a song, but he's a lot younger than me, so...
Well, Shaun says that a lot of husbands come and they end up having a good time. So
yeah.
Hopefully. All right. Well, Marcy, I want you to have a wonderful time. And thank you so much for talking with us. And make sure you tune into the Shaun Squad Society podcast.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And now we're going to speak with Linda, who also has never seen Shaun Cassidy before. And so we're going to get her opinion of what she's excited and what she wants to see tonight. So, Linda, tell us who you are, where you're from, and how far did you travel to get here?
My name is Linda Coble, and I live in Clearwater, and I only traveled 15 minutes to come to the show.
And this is the first time that you've ever seen Shaun in concert, correct?
Yes, it is.
And what's your favorite song? What are you hoping he's going to sing the most tonight?
I like them all. The Do Run Run.
I'm sure he's going to sing that one. Okay, so, and when Shaun was popular, how old were you way back when?
My goodness. I must have been about 7 or 8, I'm going to say.
Okay. Well, should Shaun hear this one day on the podcast, is there anything you would like to say to Shaun?
No, just that I'm looking forward to tonight. I've been waiting a long time.
All right, thank you so much, Linda. So, Jana, tell us who you are and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Jana. I'm from Tampa, Florida, but I've traveled to see Shaun.
And how many times have you seen Shaun now?
I think this is number 4.
And how old were you the first time you ever saw Shaun?
Oh, this is these recent 2 tours. I never got to see him the first time around, even though I wanted to.
And did you have pictures of Shaun hanging in your bedroom when you were growing up?
I had pictures of David. I'm sorry, but I was a Shaun fan too. I always liked Shaun and his music.
And so now you've been in the meet and greet with me in the VIP question. And what did you think about how he was acting for us there tonight?
Oh, I thought it was wonderful. He was very open in the way he answered questions, very personable. I thought it was fantastic.
And are you going to enjoy hearing all the Christmas songs tonight, or you just want to hear the old classics?
Well, I love Christmas too, so that's fine with me if he puts in some Christmas songs. And his music is great too, so I'm good no matter what.
All right, well, thank you, Jana. Enjoy the show. Hi, this is Beth Ann again. I'm here at the Capitol Theater in Clearwater, and right now in the lobby I have Jack. Jack came alone to see Shaun Cassidy, and so we're going to talk with Jack a little bit and find out what brought him here. So just tell me, Your name again, and tell me where you're from.
Hi, I'm Jack, and I live in the next town over from here, which is Largo. And I came here by myself because I knew it would be a good time. I've never seen him before in all the years, and his debut album was one of the first, if not the first, album I ever bought.
And how old were you then, Jack?
Was I then?
Yes.
Well, let's see, that was 77, right?
Yep.
So I was 12.
You were another young one. I was like 15, 16 back then. Okay, so besides Shaun Cassidy, what were some of your other fans that you liked back then that you were a fan of then?
Oh, back then it was Disco, Donna Summer.
Big City Rollers, probably.
Yeah, so Shaun Cassidy, I just loved the music and watched the TV show, and in fact, he got me into reading all the Hardy Boy books too.
Oh yeah, we all love the Hardy Boys mysteries. So tonight he's going to do a lot of favorites, and he's going to do some holiday songs since it's so close to Christmas. He said. So, what is the one song that you just got to hear tonight, and you hope he plays it?
Anything that's not a hit off of his first two albums.
Every song on those two albums were very good.
Yes. I mean, I know all of them, but just something, I mean, certain ones you're always going to hear, but something I can just sing along to and be happy with it. So.
Well, you're going to be happy tonight, Jack, and everything is a sing-along with him. So thank you so much for coming. I enjoyed talking to men who come see Shaun Cassidy and love to hear your story. And you have a great day and have a happy holiday.
Oh, thank you. I've met some really great people here tonight.
We are Shaun's sisters, so now you are Shaun Brothers' sister.
Yes.
Hi, so this is Beth Ann again, and we're here waiting for the VIP, and we're inside the Capitol Theater in Clearwater, and waiting for him to let us in to see Shaun. And so I'm talking with a nice lady in line who was here with her husband, and we're going to find out who she is and where they're from.
Hi, I'm Christine. I live in Safety Harbor, Florida.
Oh, so you're local.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. And how did you happen to find out that Shaun was going to be here today?
His Instagram.
His Instagram, okay. Yeah, he has a lot of followers on that one. And you brought your husband with you, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And how did that happen to come about?
It's a birthday and Christmas present combined.
For you or him?
For me.
For you. Well, I admire that he's here and he looks very excited to be here.
Thank you.
Is this the first time you've ever seen Shaun Cassidy?
No.
No, where else did you see him?
I saw him in 1982 at the Pocono Playhouse.
Okay, in 1982. How old were you in 1982?
16.
You are a young one. And should you get to have Shaun hear this podcast, anything you want to say to him?
I just think he's wonderful. Wonderful person.
All right, well, enjoy the show.
I'm looking for his voice. Wait till you see him.
Okay, girls, say your name and something about Shaun.
Catherine Compton got me through some hard times, Shaun did. Listening to his music got me when I was all alone, and thought there nobody in the world cared about me. I would put his music on and go into another world, disappear, just me and him.
Aww. Hi, I'm Kathy Nelson, and I first fell in love with Shaun when I saw him on the Hardy Boys.
And it was true love after that.
Yes.
Okay, Jennifer
Hoffpower, and here's my first concert, my first crush. But my sister, bless her heart, she had taken me to the concert just days after having tonsillectomy.
Aww.
But she said it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Okay, Jennifer's second time here with me, so that's kind of cool.
Hi, my name is Laura Sansone, and I started in love with Shaun Cassidy in 5th grade when Hardy Boy, Nancy Drew series came on, and I always thought I had a shot to marry him because my parents were 9 years apart, and he's only 9 years older than I am, so yes, the world now knows I'm 56.
And who's a friend?
Yeah.
My name's Jill, and my first crush, like so many others, was Shaun, and my mother would not let me go to his concert when I was 14 because she thought I was too young. And since then, this will be my third time that I'm seeing him because I am making up for lost time.
It's never enough. It's never too late either. One of our friends, what's your first name?
Lisa.
Her name's Lisa, and she's wearing one of our favorite shirts. We all have that first crush. And you want to tell any stories, a reason you think Shaun's so awesome?
This is our third concert.
Our hubby's here.
And he's come along to the last two.
And I don't know,
Good guy.
I absolutely love that you could sing along to the songs and they were wholesome and
Very
the Hardy
catchy,
Boys
yes.
and all of that. And
still wearing the Hardy Boys.
Absolutely. I remember my my folders for school having Shaun Cassidy on them, and just love it.
We get here and we just all feel the same. It's awesome. Thank you.
His last concert here was fantastic.
Well, that was fun. Listen to everybody talk about their excitement seeing these shows. But now let's get to the Christmas songs. The first song we're going to talk about is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. This song was written in 1943 and first sung by Judy Garland in the movie Meet Me in St. Louis.
Well, Meet Me in St. Louis is the way I like to call it. No, that's just me being crazy. But it was a great movie. And Judy Garland sings this song to a little girl. A little background about the movie. It's about a family who has to move to New York City right before the St. Louis World Fair in the 40s, like you said. And the little girl doesn't want to move because she's afraid Santa won't know where to deliver her presents. So there's a scene in the movie, I remember perfectly, they're sitting at a window. And Judy Garland is singing to her little sister, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. She wants to assure the little girl that Santa will find her and get her presents to her home in New York City. And one thing about the movie that stands out is after she sings the song, it's supposed to cheer her up, I think, but the little girl is so sad and so upset. She runs outside and you see a snowman that she had been working on pretty much the whole week, getting this guy all ready for Christmas. And she just takes a stick and knocks the whole thing down.
Oh.
That's how upset she is about moving to New York. And the song, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, really didn't make her feel much better.
Oh.
Aw, got her in a bad mood.
But it is a very nice song. And here is Shaun right now with that version of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year, all our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, travel near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest have yourself a merry little Christmas now, right now.
Wasn't that a great rendition of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas from Shaun?
It was wonderful.
I loved it.
Yes.
So the next one we're going to talk about is Oh Holy Night. And did you know Oh Holy Night started off as a poem? And it was written back in 1843. The church organ was being renovated, and it was a dedication to the new organ in the church. But then in 1847, the opera singer, this was in France now, the opera singer Emily Lowry turned it into a song, and now it's become a holiday favorite.
They used it for a ballet, too.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, I never knew any of that.
Yes, that's a really old Christmas song. Really old.
Yes.
I didn't know that either. Interesting.
Yes, these stories behind them are amazing. And then with Oh Holy Night, I also learned that there was a legend behind this song. So I don't know if it's true behind it, but this is what I heard. And it said that the Oh Holy Night was sang on Christmas in the middle of a fight when a French soldier stood up in a muddy trench and then faced the Germans and broke out into the song.
Wow.
So the story goes that the fighting stopped for the next 24 hours while the men on both sides observed a temporary peace in honor of the Christmas day.
I heard that many years ago.
Did you? I never heard that story before.
I used to listen to American Top 40 with Casey Kasem, and he told that story. I heard that.
That's where he told it.
Okay, so I'm not the only one.
Interesting backgrounds.
We're excited to hear Shaun singing Oh Holy Night.
So let's hear Shaun's rendition of Oh Holy Night.
Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices beyond the lane. A new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh hear the angel voices, oh night divine, oh night when Christ was born, oh night divine, oh night when Christ was born. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy and grateful chorus raise we. Let all among us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord. Oh, praise his name forever. His power and glory evermore, evermore proclaim. His power and glory evermore, evermore proclaim.
All right, well, let's go on to the next Christmas song, and that is White Christmas. Everybody's heard of that song before. And that song was written in 1942, and Bing Crosby sang this song in a musical called Holiday Inn.
And in White Christmas.
Yes, movie White Christmas. Yes. 2 movies. And it was the best-selling single with that song, which was interesting.
Yes, I read that too.
And I also read, too, that in 1942, it came out in 1942, that's when Pearl Harbor got hit. And that's the first time he sang it was Christmas of 1942 after the Pearl Harbor incident happened.
And it was written by the same composer, his name Irving Berlin, that also wrote God Bless America.
Yes, right.
Irving Berlin was such a cool composer back in the day. And here's the funniest fact that I know about Irving Berlin. He was a Jewish composer, but he wrote a lot of holiday Christmas songs, like we know White Christmas. But did you know White Christmas was written while he was on a beach? It was a very hot sunny day and he was on a beach and he wrote about dreaming of a white Christmas.
How ironic. Usually in the summertime, we're just enjoying the sun, but somebody's thinking about a white Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know what inspired it. I don't know what he saw that made him think about Christmas. And he just thought about it and he wrote the biggest, everybody knows White Christmas.
Everybody, yes.
Yes.
And Shaun did too. So here's Shaun's rendition of White Christmas.
Where the trees are, the sun, and children listen to you. Sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
That was such a great version of White Christmas.
Oh, wasn't that nice?
Shaun just has me dreaming.
Get us in the mood. Yes. Love it.
But our next and last song we want to talk about is Santa Shaun is Coming to Town.
Wait. That's not the name of the song. What happened to it?
Well, you know, Shaun, he came and he's not going to sing about Mr. Claus. He's going to sing about Santa Shaun.
So Shaun changed the words already.
Yeah, he made a little tweak in the words.
Okay.
And he made it great, too. But did you know that in 1934, this song was written and Bing Crosby sung it?
You know, Bing Crosby
did a lot of Irving Berlin musicals.
Yeah.
Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire.
Right.
I didn't Google and ask Mr. Google. Irving Berlin wrote Santa Claus is Coming to Town, but he may have. You never know. He was writing a lot back in those.
He wrote like 1,500 songs. Did you know that? Irving Berlin wrote like 1,500 songs.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Well, did you know that Santa Claus is Coming to Town, not Santa Shaun, but Santa Claus is Coming to Town, was covered by a lot of people. We all heard the Phil Spector version and the Crystals version.
Yes.
There's a Jackson 5 version. The Supremes did a version. But one of my favorite versions is the 1975 Bruce Springsteen rock version.
Oh, yeah. He really put a turn on that.
Yeah, he really did. And he had such a great time. If you listen to the live version, it really does rock out. And I love that version. But right now...
That was good. But don't forget, you forgot one of our favorite groups we talked about before. The Partridge Family did that one too. We talked about that with Johnny Ray Miller.
Yes, we did.
We enjoyed that.
Thank you, Cindy, for reminding me of that.
Yeah, I wish Shaun would have sang one of their songs on his tour. One of the Partridge Family, My Christmas Card to You. I would love to hear him sing that.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Puts together his new songs.
If he does another holiday show.
Another one. Yeah.
And now here he is, Santa Shaun, singing Santa Shaun is Coming to Town.
Saying it twice, he's gonna find out who can naughty or nice. Santa Shaun's coming to town. Santa Shaun's coming to town. he sees you now sleeping. Knows when you're awake. Knows with you, the bad or good, so you better be good for goodness sake. Well, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not cry, I'm telling you why. Santa Shaun's coming to town, yes he is. He's coming right for you down the chimney. Come here. For Christmas, there is nothing else I need. I don't care about the presents underneath your Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true, baby. All I want for Christmas is you and you. You and you and you and you, you're all I wanted. Do run, 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 do run, run, do run, 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 do run, run, do run, 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 do run, run. Yeah, you're all I ever wanted for Christmas. Do run, 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 do run, run.
And how did you feel about this Christmas one?
I thought it was awesome.
You like the Christmas version?
I did, and I went 2 nights ago at the House of Blues in Houston.
But you like this?
Yeah.
Okay. This just like killed it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It put it on fire in a good way.
You know, and they're always a little bit different, you know?
Yeah, and that's what Shaun says, too.
Yes, they are.
Each one, he adds a different flair. So.
Yes, a little bit different.
Okay, tell him your first and last name, Cass.
Nancy Hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Shay, tell her what you thought about the Christmas version of this show.
Shaun has an amazing voice. He has a tremendous presence and is just an all-around nice guy. For him to sing some of my favorite Christmas songs, amazing.
We hope you all enjoyed this very special episode of the Shaun Squad Society podcast. We love Christmas and we wanted to give you a very special Christmas present from us to you. Please don't forget to donate to your favorite charities and have a very safe and joyous holiday season.
Thank you from the bottom of our teen dream hearts.
Keep on crushing.
Always believe in magic.
And have a peaceful, Shauntastic week.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. And make sure to keep in touch with us on our email.
Shaun Squad Society @gmail.com.
The Shaun Squad Society podcast, including past, present, and future versions, and its contents, are owned and controlled by the Shaun Squad Society. The views and opinions are solely those of the Shaun Squad Society podcast. The Shaun Squad Society is written and produced and recorded at the Borden Studios. We may think we are always right, but we will get something wrong from time to time. So we assume no responsibilities or errors of submissions of content.